Welcome to the Dawn of War tutorial. By listening to me and reading the text that appears in this message box, you will learn how to play a skirmish game. The mouse is your primary method of surveying the battle, selecting units and structures, and issuing orders. The mouse controls the camera. The camera represents your current view of the battlefield. To pan the camera, simply move the mouse pointer to the edge of the screen. Do this now. To rotate the camera to gain a different view of the battle, press the Alt key and move your mouse. Do this now. To rotate the camera to gain a different view of the battle, press the Alt key and move your mouse. Do this now. You can zoom in on something to see it up close by spinning the mouse wheel forward. Do this now. To return the camera to the game's default view, press the backspace key on your keyboard. Do this now. Excellent! You've returned the camera to its default playing view. By panning, rotating, and zooming the camera in and out, you can get whatever view of the battlefield you wish. The diamond-shaped display in the lower left-hand corner of your screen is your minimap. You can use the minimap to see where your units and structures are located, to quickly scan the battlefield, to issue quick orders, and so on. The minimap displays the locations of all strategic points on the battlefield, as well as other items of strategic importance. Fog of War prevents you from seeing things where you do not have a presence. As you move units into an area, the Fog of War will be lifted. Now we will bring up the objective menu. The objective menu provides you with a list of all the primary and secondary objectives assigned to you by the game. Mouse over the objectives to get the description of each. Excellent! Anytime you want to refer to the objectives menu, click on the OBJ button on the upper menu bar. To select a unit or structure, simply click on it with the left mouse button. Go to your base and select the stronghold. Congratulations! You have just learned how to select units and structures in the game. Select your stronghold and look for the Scout Marine Squad icon located in the lower right corner of the screen. Click this button now. Take note of the small bar that is gradually filling up. This progress bar gives you an indication of how close something is to being ready.
Scouts reporting for duty.
You now have Scout Marine Squad. Strategic points are located in areas of high strategic value on the battlefield.
Scouts
Capturing
awaiting
and
orders.
Controlling the strategic points on the
enemy
battlefield
territory.
is how you increase your requisition resource. Order the Scout Marine Squad to capture a strategic point by right-clicking on the point. Capturing a strategic point takes time. Do not move the capturing squad away from the strategic point until the progress bar is full. Otherwise, you will not take control of the strategic point.
Scouts here.
Slag deposits are concentrated points of energy hidden just under the planet's surface. Take a quick look at your minimap.
Scouts in position.
There are dots on the map that represent slag deposits. Build a thermoplasmic
Defending
generator on a
objective.
slag deposit to access large amounts of the power resource. Excellent! The point is
Infiltrating
ours.
enemy
You
territory.
must continue to capture strategic points to get more requisition resource, which allows you to build more units and structures. Select your stronghold and build a servitor. Servitors are required to build additional structures. Servitors are always available from the stronghold.
Yes, my lord. Scouts awaiting orders. Area secure.
Servitor is a
Strategic point identified.
Servitors are the Space Marines builder unit. Anytime you wish to build a new structure, you must use a servitor. Select the servitor and build a listening post on the captured strategic point.
Initializing build protocol.
The listening post fortifies your hold of a strategic point, increasing your requisition rate at the same time.
await your instructions. Yes, Lord?
Excellent. The point is now protected from enemy retaliation. You should continue to build listening posts on all your captured strategic points. Some structures, vehicles, and research require power to function. Building a plasma generator will supply you with the power you need to keep your force going. Select your servitor and build a plasma generator.
Position secure.
I will do as you ask.
Scouts ready. Infiltrating enemy territory.
The more plasma generators you have, the faster you will build up the power resource.
What is your will? Yes, Lord? With all due haste.
You now have power. Plasma generators will continue to produce power at a constant rate. Note that there is a limit to how many plasma generators can be built per stronghold. Notice the white ring that appears around some of your structures when you are deciding where to build.
Build routine
This is the control zone. Most structures can only be constructed within the control zone, while others, like listening posts, can be built at other locations. When you are trying to place a new structure,
With all due
its
haste.
color
Scouts
changes
in
from
position.
red to green as you move it around. A green
Commencing
color indicates
infiltration.
that the structure can be placed at that location, so that building will begin. Select your servitor and build a chapel barracks structure.
Here to serve. What is your will? Initializing build protocol. I await your instructions. I shall obey.
The chapel barracks is the structure where you
I
can build more
exist to
advanced Space
serve.
Marine infantry units.
Initializing build protocol.
Scouts ready. Infiltrating enemy territory.
Here to serve. Yes, Lord.
Excellent. The chapel barracks is finished. Select your chapel
I will
barracks
do
and
as
build
you
a
ask.
Space Marine squad. These elite warriors will form the core of your military force. Remember, holding strategic points increases your requisition resource. Without sufficient requisition resource, you cannot build the force you need to ensure your dominance of the battlefield.
Yes, Lord.
Scouts here. Defending objective.
Yes, Lord.
Scouts here. Strategic point identified.
I await your instructions.
Marine squad deployed.
Space Marine squads are
At
your
your command.
all-purpose fighting force. They are powerful and
Objective
resilient
locked.
and, with research, can be upgraded to counter almost any threat. They can also capture strategic points. Reinforcing is the act of calling in additional
Direct
troops
us
to
to
bring
the
your
enemy.
squad to maximum combat effectiveness.
Moving out.
Select a Space Marine squad. Click the Reinforce Squad button to add one new unit to your squad. You
Heresy
can reinforce
grows
during
from
battle
violence.
in the event that a brother Space Marine falls to the enemy. You can click the Reinforce Squad button multiple times to bring the squad
Fear
to full
denies
strength.
faith.
Congratulations! You have reinforced your Space Marine squad.
Position
All
secure.
units and vehicles have a health rating. Health
I
is represented by
await
the
your
small green bar
instructions.
underneath
With
each
all
squad
due
Yes,
or
my
haste.
lord.
vehicle. Remember, a
Strategic
squad
point
takes damage
identified.
as a whole. When enough damage has been inflicted on the squad, a unit will die. If you lose any units during a fight,
What's your order?
you can reinforce to bring your squad back to full strength. Make sure you watch the strength of your squad in battle. Reinforce often to make sure your squads are as effective as
Ever
possible.
vigilant.
Remember that when a unit with a heavy weapon dies, you lose that weapon from the squad.
I
You will
command
need
in
to
the name
upgrade
of the
squad
Emperor.
to get the heavy weapon back. The Force Commander is a veteran of
Confirmed.
thousands of battles, and his combat prowess is unrivaled. He will lead your force to victory. Select your Force Commander and click the Attach button. Now, select a Space Marine squad. This
Together
Space
to
Marine squad is
victory!
greatly enhanced by the addition of the Force Commander, but he can also fight effectively on his own. To detach the leader from the
Objective
squad,
acquired.
simply select the squad, then click the Detach icon. It is located in the same place as the Attach icon. Very good. You are mastering advanced concepts that will help you to annihilate your enemies. Select a squad and take note of the small blue bar just under the squad's health bar. This blue bar represents the morale of your squad. Morale represents the effectiveness of your units in battle. Think of it as a combination of mental focus, courage,
I
and the
await
willingness to
your
fight.
Position
Various weapons in
secure.
the game inflict morale damage as well as health damage. When your squad
Build
takes morale
routine
damage,
721
the small blue bar will
initiated.
decrease, just like the health bar does. When a squad's morale becomes too low, the squad will break. A broken squad has lost the will to fight, and its combat effectiveness is drastically reduced. You do not lose control of broken squads. It
Scouts
is your
ready.
choice whether to leave them in battle or retreat to gather strength. Also, certain units have abilities
Today the
that
enemy
can
shall
increase
know
the morale
fear.
of the squad.
The area
Morale can
is
be an
secure.
effective tool
Space
against your
Marines,
enemies. By
advance!
destroying your enemy's morale, you cause them to lose combat
Yes,
effectiveness,
most
making them
beneficent
much
one.
easier to kill. In this way,
I will do
a small,
as you ask.
properly armed squad can destroy
Scouts
an enemy
awaiting
force
orders.
of superior numbers. Remember, tactics and strategy can turn the tide of almost any battle. Make sure you use this knowledge to achieve victory on the battlefield. Select your servitor and build an armory now. You must build an armory in order to access weapon upgrades. Squads can be equipped with a
The enemy
variety of
is
weapons,
attacking.
allowing
Today
you to
the
prepare
enemy
them
shall know
against
fear.
different enemy types. Excellent. The armory is operational. Select your Space Marine squad and click the Upgrade Heavy Bolter icon to upgrade a squad member. Notice a heavy bolter appears in one of your squad members' hands. This procedure can be performed with any of the available weapon upgrades. Initially, you can only upgrade 2 units
By
of
my
your total
command.
squad with heavy weapons.
Attack!
By doing further research at the armory, you can unlock the capability to upgrade more. Excellent.
Scouts
You
here.
have upgraded your Space Marine squad.
Scouts
You can
awaiting
upgrade your
orders.
squads anywhere on the battlefield to weapons that are well suited to counter your enemy. Select the stronghold
Infiltrating
and
enemy
click the
territory.
monastery upgrade icon.
What would you have me do? Follow me into battle. By my command, attack! My faith is my shield. My aim shall not falter. This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium.
You must upgrade the stronghold to
Here
a
to
monastery to
serve.
gain access to squad leaders and other powerful research options and structures. Leaders are highly skilled
While the
warriors
enemies
that
of the
can be added
Emperor
to some
still
Space
draw
Marine
breath,
squads.
there can be no peace.
You will need strong leaders if you are to defeat your enemies.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
The enemy is attacking.
Yes, most beneficent one. Yes, Lord.
Beware the alien, the mutant, the heretic.
Scouts in position.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace.
Yes, Lord.
Scouts awaiting orders. Infiltrating enemy territory. Infiltrating enemy territory.
Today, the enemy
For
shall
the
know fear.
Emperor!
Space Marines,
The
advance!
monastery is complete. You can now add sergeants to
I
some of your
serve
Space Marine squads.
mankind.
Strategic point identified.
Sergeants
Yes,
are
my lord.
valiant leaders that improve the combat ability and morale of the squad they are part of. They will inspire your Marines to greater feats of heroism.
Area secured.
Initializing build protocol.
Excellent. Your sergeant has
Here to
arrived.
serve.
Note that your sergeants are part of the squad
Yes,
and
Lord.
cannot leave it. Select your chapel barracks and build another Space Marine squad.
With all due haste.
Scouts awaiting orders. Strategic point identified.
I await your instructions. With all due haste.
Taking damage.
Scouts here. The enemy is in our sights. Search
Marine
commencing.
squad deployed.
Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace.
For the Emperor! Strategic point identified.
Scouts ready.
Direct us to the enemy. Faith is our shield. Stay vigilant, brothers. Fear denies faith. Take and hold. We stand ready. Consolidating position on the objective.
The Emperor protects.
Fear denies faith. Area secured. What's your order?
Yes, most beneficent one. Initializing build protocol.
Excellent. You have built a Space Marine squad and brought it to full strength. To mount an effective attack, You should try to have several Space Marine squads, fully reinforced to maximum strength, and upgraded with special weapons and a sergeant. Your field base has supplies and logistics to support a finite number of squads. The number of squads you can support at any given time is called your squad cap. You can see your current squad cap in the resource area at the top of your screen. Once you have reached your maximum squad cap, you will not be able to call in any additional squads.
Yes, Lord.
So it's very important to keep an eye on this as you're building up your forces. You can increase your squad cap by building certain structures and
I
researching
exist to
upgrades.
serve.
There is always a maximum beyond which you cannot go. Some types of terrain provide your
While the
squad
enemies of the
protection from
Emperor
enemy
still
fire.
draw breath,
This
there
is
can
called
be no
cover.
peace.
Select one of your infantry squads and move it into cover.
Taking heavy fire!
The area of cover has been identified with a marker known as a ping. It is visible on the minimap.
What's your order?
As in the world.
Yes, my lord.
Cover is useful in that it can provide your squads with additional defensive bonuses, which make them harder to kill. It's easy to
At
see
your
cover in the
command.
terrain. Just look for your
Scouts
mouse
here.
cursor to change as you pass over large bombed-out craters in cities or patches of thick foliage in jungles. You'll notice that when you move your squads into an
Here
area
to
of cover,
serve.
a small cover icon
Build
will appear
routine
above them.
721
This
initiated.
indicates that they are receiving a defensive bonus. Excellent. Your squad is in cover. Units in cover are harder targets to shoot and take less damage from ranged attacks because of this. Use cover well to gain tactical advantages over your enemies. Excellent. You have captured 3 strategic points and built listening posts on them. Taking and holding strategic points is key to defeating your enemies. You can capture critical locations just like strategic points. In some multiplayer games, capturing and holding one or more of these critical locations can win you the game. You also get requisition from any critical locations you control. Use a squad to capture a critical location. Critical locations are points on the map that represent locations of critical strategic importance. Excellent. You captured a critical location. Note that critical locations cannot have listening posts built on them. You must find other ways to hold them. Holding relics gives you access to your army's best units and vehicles. Hold on to them to ensure you have access to your best technology. Use a squad to capture a
Here
relic.
to serve.
Relics are sacred points of great value. Excellent. You have captured a relic. You can build listening
We all
posts to
do
fortify
hate.
captured relics.
to command. There is
You
no
can
such
also
thing as
capture your
innocence,
opponent's relics
only
to deny
degrees
them
of
access
guilt.
to their best units and technology. Just like the chapel barracks is used to build
With
infantry
me,
units,
brothers.
the machine cult is used to build vehicles. Vehicles are tough and nearly impervious to the attacks of non-upgraded infantry. They are a fundamental part of your army and carry powerful support weapons. Congratulations! You've completed the learning session of the tutorial. It is time to put what you have learned to work. Take control of the force and build up your strength so you can crush your enemy. Use infantry units to capture strategic points, and servitors to build listening posts on them. Continue to build structures, and carry out research that will increase your effectiveness in battle. Build additional squads and vehicles. Make sure your research upgrades that will increase both your squad cap and vehicle cap. Take this battlefield, and the next after that. The fight will never end until your enemies are crushed.
Predator tank here.
6 minutes until take and hold victory.
Predator at your command. Predator tank here.
The enemy is in our sights. We can take them down from here.
Predator deployed. Predator at your command.
until take and hold victory.
Lining up our targets. Getting into position.